Welcome back.
Welcome back, everyone, to Honestly, I Don't Know. It's been quite a while. We just got back from a very long vacation.
Yeah. You had a really long vacation.
It was really, really nice. So I just got back from Montauk. Was there for 14 days in a tent. It was really great, but it was very close quarters with my family for a very long time.
Yeah. I was also
Like, we're
in
all
Montauk.
right on the edge of each other's nerves.
Literally.
We need to
Very
separate
close
for a little bit.
But you had an amazing setup in Montauk. Adriana
Right?
had her own tent, like her little apartment. Literally, it was huge, and you had like a queen size blow up air mattress with a headboard. These air mattresses have come a long way.
They really have.
The last time I saw one, it didn't look like that.
I know.
It was very nice.
And they're like this thin. No, mine like goes up to here, has a headboard. It's kind of glamping.
Yes.
Which is like fancy camping.
But you're still in a tent. So kudos to you for living in a tent for 2 weeks.
It was really soothing, actually. It was really nice. But yeah, Montauk was so good. There was like barely any service. So disconnected from the world a little bit for 2 weeks, which is really nice. But also had like no idea what was going on in the world at the same time.
Yeah, the no service is nice. Like Adriana was there for 2 weeks. I was there for 3 days.
She did come out, guys. We spoke about it
there.
A couple episodes ago, and she did make it out.
We did go out, my sister and I and Ruby, and we had a blast. So yeah, the no service thing is definitely nice because, like we said, like you're camping, you're on the beach, like you want to unplug, and that's nice. But then after a few days, or I think we're just so reliant on our phones,
we really
right?
are.
Like for everything. Let's like Google what time that restaurant opens or something like that, and you don't realize if you don't have service, you don't have Wi-Fi, you can't do anything on your phone.
Anything.
And so sometimes it was like, okay, I need service.
Yeah.
So
we even tried like ordering an Uber one day, and I was like, oh, we can't.
Yeah.
We're stuck now.
Yeah. But Montauk was amazing.
Yeah, it was really good. Got a nice tan, I think.
Yes, I feel like we both are so sun-kissed.
I know. This is
like
the best part of the year.
I
It
know.
feels so good.
I know.
Does anyone else feel so much like prettier when they have a tan?
Oh my God. I mean, you just look more vibrant and like healthy and happy. I mean,
it's
sun-kissed.
So great.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a really good time. So sad that it's over, but
until next year, and I think we are gonna go back next year.
Yay!
So yeah, we had a good time.
We recruited them.
You did. My sister especially. She's like, we'll get a camper. Like we have big plans for next year.
She texted us as soon as you guys got home and was like,
she had a good time.
Send me the link. I can't wait to come back. So
yeah.
I'm glad you guys had a good time.
We did.
It's really fun.
It was all because of you guys, though.
Oh,
you guys made it amazing and easy and
seasoned professionals over here.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
And then you went to Newport right after, which we mentioned again.
Yep, I just got back from Newport. Newport was so nice. We just had a quick little stay in Newport. Beautiful area, lots of shopping. The food was amazing. I think I ate a lobster roll every night for dinner. I mean, when in Rome, right? Like,
exactly.
So we ate so good. The cocktails were great. Love the vibes, Newport vibes. Would definitely go back to Newport.
Thanks. I'm going back this weekend.
Oh yeah, you are always in Newport. Oh my God, that's right. You are like super familiar with Newport.
Yeah.
But are you familiar with like the downtown Newport?
Yeah,
you are? Oh,
yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. I'm going back this weekend. So July has been insane. So crazy.
Yeah, I know. I'm like jam-packed for July. I have my next available weekend isn't until like third week of August at this point. And it's anyway, but it's been all good stuff. It's been fun.
Yeah. So we wanted to talk about a couple things that like maybe you guys can relate to.
Yeah.
But these are just things that no matter how many times someone explains it to us, especially me, like, I'm just not going to understand. I just don't get it. You can try to walk me through it, but I don't understand. So one of the things, we have a little list over here. So if we're looking down, that's what we're looking at.
Yes.
Okay. My first one is world debt. Who is the world?
Sorry, my nose is a little runny.
It's okay. Do you need a tissue?
I'm good.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay. World debt. Who is the world in debt to? Is it like another planet? Like, I don't understand. Can't we just print more money?
Yeah.
Or just all agree that we're not in debt anymore?
Yeah.
Where do we owe that money? Where does that money go?
That's a good question. And maybe it's a very easy question, and this is like a very black and white answer, and we're just total idiots over here. I don't know, but
That might be the case for a lot of these.
this list is leaving us very perplexed. We have questions.
I just don't understand. Why can't we just print more money, or just all agree that we're just not in debt to ourselves? To like, what is I just don't get it. World debt?
Yeah.
Like,
My question is, with the world debt, with the money, if like the government runs it all, right? And like, let's just print more cash.
right, exactly.
What do you mean? Just print more cash. Go hand it out to people. Gotta keep the economy going.
Print it, pay the debt, and then there's no more world debt.
You would think it should be that easy. You would
And
think.
that's why I don't
But it's
understand just why. But why?
Yeah.
Why? Who can we talk to about that?
You need to write a letter to somebody.
The White House?
Yeah. Well, anyway.
Yeah.
If you know the answer.
That was our first one.
And again, these are questions that we would love answers to. If you have the answers to any of our questions, please send us a message and tell us. Inform us, please. Educate us.
Or if you agree and you're like, yeah, I don't get it either.
Ooh, deja vu.
Deja vu.
Which is a wild thing. And actually, I've heard crazy things like theories of deja vu where like if you're experiencing deja vu in that moment, in that place, with that person, whatever it may be, it's because you've actually like have lived that
That's what
experience
I've heard too.
in like a previous life or something similar, which I'm like, that's insane.
But how does that, like, how are you sitting there? And like, it's happened to me
Same.
multiple times.
Same.
And like, a lot of the times that it has happened, it's exactly, like, it's pinpointed.
Yeah.
Exactly what happens, to the point where I can almost like tell you what's about to happen because I've seen it before.
Crazy.
How?
Wild.
Like, how does our brain work like that?
I know. The brain, that's another question. The brain.
Oh my
Incredible. God. Incredible. How does it work? I know we have like medical
scientific answers for that, but
but I still have my questions.
Oh yeah. Oh no, me too. How can I just like wiggle my fingers and I'm, you know?
The brain is a very complex, crazy thing.
But yeah, deja vu, like I just don't. Is it really like I've lived this moment before? Or just reliving the same life over and over again?
Is it just a freak coincidence in that moment?
Like
you
maybe
know, it's like
your brain's working faster than your eyes?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Your brain is working faster. My brain is processing what she just said.
So like your brain's working faster than your eyes. So like,
oh, so your brain picks up on it before you see it.
So your brain already picked up on it, and then your eyes are like, oh, I see it. So like, then in your brain you're like, oh, I've seen this before, but really you haven't. But I've also heard on like a spiritual level that it's like, oh, it's just right time, right place, right time.
Right. Yeah. Interesting.
I just don't get it. I don't get it.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay. This is going to be definitely a stupid one, and people can probably explain this, but like, especially for my generation, I've never used one of these before. A fax machine. I couldn't even explain to you what a fax machine does. What's the difference between a fax machine and a printer? Do all printers have fax machines?
So a fax machine, you are sending something to somebody. It's almost like an email, and they get it instantly. You fax it over. But I've never sent a fax, so that's how I think it works. I've never sent a fax, so I mean, that's what I guess. That's what I think it does.
But you send it. You don't send it to like an email address, like a fax machine.
There's
I'm pretty
a fax
sure it's like
number.
a phone number.
Yes.
That you send it to like a printer almost, and it just prints the document.
So yeah.
How is that connected?
They'll get it instantly.
But is it just plugged into the wall and it's just connected?
I couldn't say. I don't know. With that,
So
which also we may sound ridiculous, but
so stupid.
We're being very real here and
So
being like honest
like,
that like these are things that we have questions about, that we're confused about. With the faxing, I feel like kind of goes hand in hand. To me, I realize it's 2024. I'm still a little confused about like the internet as a whole. But if you think about,
still a little confused.
That's a crazy thing. Like the internet, like
the World Wide Web.
Yeah.
How can you just Google? Wait, I heard a really good one.
What?
Amazon.
Yeah.
How does Amazon just have everything and anything at your fingertips and be at your house the next day?
That's a very good question, because I've ordered
Are there
something
just, like-
and it's probably coming from China. You would assume
Or like a big
it
manufacturer.
gets here in 2 days. How does it get here that fast? So yeah, is there in the Amazon warehouse? Maybe if you work at Amazon, you can let us know. In that Amazon warehouse where you see all the trucks come, like, is that warehouse just stocked with a lifetime of things?
Like you can Amazon
and sizes.
anything.
I know.
Anything.
What did we do before Amazon? Literally.
When was Amazon invented?
A long time ago, but it like back with like eBay, but it wasn't that popular.
Amazon is hot,
Crushing
now.
it.
Like
they
really
are crushing it. I mean,
but
yeah.
are there just like warehouses, like you said, of like things of everything in the entire world,
guess.
of every color and size and like print?
It would appear
I don't
to be
get
so.
it. Who's the brains behind that?
I know. How long did it take them to stock that warehouse with all those things?
Are they just nonstop? Stalking?
Stocking, like pull up your stockings,
Or like
stock,
stalking?
STOCK, stock,
Okay.
right?
Not
Is that what you're trying to say?
STALK.
Yes,
Stock.
that's stock, stock and stock.
Okay, stalk.
So they're stocked. The warehouse is stocked
Right.
with things, and they restock. How
That's a
often?
good word.
Yeah.
Really good word. Okay, next one.
Moving on.
Okay, ooh, this is a good one. Time differences.
Although we do know that like has something to do with like the way the world,
rotation of the earth, and
like,
the sun and the moon, but like
it's still crazy.
you technically can time travel.
Yes, if you break it down, I know
If
where
you
you're
break
going
it down
with
like
this.
that.
Yes,
Like-
but also time travel. Could it be a thing?
Could it be a thing?
You know,
You could so there's a point.
I'm a believer.
I saw this thing where, okay, they're like furthest point of Alaska, which is part of the United States, is like
Look at us knowing geography.
Yeah, right? Is only like
Don't ask us questions though.
yeah, is only like an hour or something from the furthest part of Russia.
You're making my head
So
hurt.
you can get from the United States to Russia within an hour and be a complete day behind.
I get the day behind because of the time difference, but I don't understand how I can get there in an hour.
From Alaska's part of the United States,
And it's close to Russia?
there's a point where like I've seen this crazy video. It's like
Where'd
if
you
it's
hear
like
this?
low tide and if it's like the certain time of the year where like the lake is frozen over or something, you can literally walk from the United States to Russia, which is like Alaska's a part of the United States. I'm not talking about like California. You can walk from the United States to Russia and go back a whole day.
Well, that's really crazy.
So then if you fly then from Russia back to the United States, are you living in the past?
Maybe. That was complicated. That's very complicated to me. That
Isn't that?
confuses me very much. I'd like to know if that's true.
But it's also like so cool
Very
to
cool.
think about.
Very cool to think about. What else do we have?
Okay.
Oh, with kind of the time differences
Yeah,
and all the
a little
different
bit.
areas of the world, different languages. Like there are so many different
Where
languages.
did they come from? Why can't we all just speak the same language?
I know. I mean,
Just like
there are
time. Why
languages.
can't we all just be on the same time?
Yes, many different languages that I've heard or haven't heard. Like they're beautiful. You hear these different languages, and it's cool to like hear how they sound and how, and they obviously go with different cultures and things like that.
Right.
But like that's just crazy. Where did all these languages stem from? Who decided that? You know, France is gonna speak French,
Right.
and then United States we
Is it
speak
gonna-
English, and
right.
or more so along the lines of accents,
Accents is a big one.
right?
Where
Like,
does it come from?
not like so like if you're British, you speak English, but you
Right.
have a British accent.
Right.
Like how does that work?
Or like Australia.
Right. You
Same
speak
thing.
English,
You're speaking English.
but
Why-
you have such
I
an
mean,
accent.
But I
like
guess
we
it's
have
the
an
same
accent
thing,
to other people.
like Southern accents,
Yeah.
New York accents, Canadian
Accents are cool to me, like because you're speaking the same language, but like you know British, like
you don't
that.
sound the
Sometimes some accents are so heavy. It's like I'm sorry, what?
Even like the
Sounds
same
like another
parts
language.
of England that all I guess are speaking in a British accent.
Yeah.
They don't all sound the same
Yeah.
either.
Yeah.
Who came up with that?
Yeah. It's just how or not even who came up with it, just how did it originate?
Where did it
you know what I
start
mean?
from?
Like that leaves me curious. But I love hearing different
And
accents.
that, I don't
I
think
love a
there's
good
an answer
accent.
for.
And like I was saying, like I feel like we have such accents. We don't sound like we do to each other. But
Right.
I've been told, like, when I've been traveling, like, oh my gosh, you're from New York. Like they know right away. I have a New York accent. So I'm like, oh, do I? Like, okay.
And sometimes you can hear it. Sometimes, like,
Yeah.
I feel like if you have it, sometimes you can hear yourself and it comes out, and the other times you're like, no, I don't have an accent at all.
Yeah.
Okay. Next
Okay.
one.
Next one.
Eyebrows.
Oh yeah.
How does your face just know to grow hair there? Like,
Or like your facial hair. So like we all have like the hair if you dermablade. Like, you know, we
yeah,
all have
like
hair on
peach
our
fuzz
face.
or like little,
You know, little stash,
Right.
little eyebrows. But why don't we have it like legit on under our eyes? Why do we have eyelashes
yeah,
and
How
eyebrows?
does
But
our
why?
like how does our hairline know to start there? Why doesn't it cover our whole forehead?
And there could be a very, biological reason as to why our bodies work that way. And like the hair stops and it starts.
But it's
But
just an
I
interesting
don't know.
thing to think about.
It
Like,
really
why
is.
do they just grow right there?
Yeah.
Why does everyone?
Yeah.
That's weird. Weird to think about. Okay, internet. We did that. Kind of goes hand in hand with like the
Ooh,
faxing
this is my
thing.
favorite one. Outer space.
Outer space.
That
is
to me,
crazy.
outer space is probably my biggest fascination.
Is it?
Yeah, honestly, I've always felt that way. Would I ever go if I had the opportunity? No.
No,
Because I've seen
absolutely
one
not.
too many movies where like they're out and their tether breaks off and now they're just drifting forever. That sounds horrible. But it's incredible to me, all the different planets, just the no gravity, all the just the blackness of the outer space, and like just the stars, and then there's like the black holes and what's through. Like there's just so much we
It's
don't
weird
know.
to think about that we're just sitting on a planet that's just
We are
spinning
so
in
minuscule right now.
outer
Like
space.
literally. We
Like we're on a
Compared.
globe that's just
yeah.
floating in space.
Yeah. We could be upside down right now. I don't know.
Do you believe in like
Like extraterrestrial.
Terrestrial?
Totally.
you do?
I don't think they look like little green aliens like we
Okay.
all see, but to say there's no other life
No, I agree.
is just, I think, such a you can't. How can
you
that
can't
be?
say. I mean, we haven't even explored the ocean.
Or oh my god, the ocean. Talk about anxiety for me. Oh my god, that's like my biggest fear is the ocean. But that's another great thing. Not that we don't understand the ocean, but there's so much unexplored in the ocean. Yeah.
Right. So, no, I agree. I wouldn't say that I think there's like little like ETs roaming around,
Mm-hmm.
but I definitely think there has to be some sort of living object or living thing out there. Like we can't be the only ones.
Especially more so along the lines of like civilized or not civilized,
Right,
but like
maybe they're not civilized,
Right.
Or like whatever it is out there, but like
they're
living
beings.
things. Like there's
like
definitely
beings.
plants are living, or
Right.
water
Right.
that's a living thing, something like that.
Yeah. And it's so crazy. Like the movies make you think like either you're the little green alien or
Yeah.
you're like this insane, scary thing driving, or like, with like the big spaceship, like Star Wars, or like,
Right.
Alien versus Predator, like you're scary.
But
maybe
like,
they're not at all.
Maybe in another galaxy.
Yeah. Well, that's
We're
what I
only
mean.
in
Like
one galaxy.
I could go on and on about outer space. I'm fascinated, also terrified, but fascinated.
Oh, I'm so terrified about
Yeah,
this.
I'm fascinated by outer space because
Very,
there's just so
very
much we don't know, and it's just so crazy to think how big it is.
It's so weird how like movies really like paint a picture in your head about certain things that like the majority of people, or really anybody, has never even seen that. Like you watch like all the like Avengers movies and everything, like there's never been an instant where people or aliens have come down from the sky and like taken over the city. But like how did they all just agree that like that's what it would look like?
I know.
Same thing with like a dinosaur. Like how does everyone
dinosaurs
just
love
agree
dinosaurs.
that that's what they would look like?
That's true. Well,
That's so weird.
fossils.
Yeah, but like now
Give us
they're
an
saying
idea,
that, like
obviously.
dinosaurs like don't look anything like what we thought that they looked like.
That's another one that I, big fan of, like Jurassic Park, all those movies. It's insane to think that, all those millions of years ago, thousands of years ago, that dinosaurs walked the earth and were as huge as they are.
That's insane.
It's
That's
just
crazy to think about.
It's so crazy to think about. This kind of went in with like the segment last time, like life, like just life is such
How
a
did
broad.
we evolve? Why are we here?
It's just
that's getting deep.
We're getting deep here, but it's interesting to think about, and you could kind of just get lost in your thought a little bit of going down that rabbit hole of thinking about it all.
That was a good one. That was a good
outer
topic.
space.
Yeah, outer space. That was a good one.
What do we have next?
Airplanes.
Oh, and boats.
Airplanes and boats. How? Just how are they floating? How is it flying? Holding a million people.
And granted, we've been on planes, we've been on cruise ships. I've been on both.
Why does my luggage have to be under 50 pounds?
I know. Well, with like the boats, like I understand buoyancy,
You
right? I remember that's why
She remembers the term.
That's how you float. It's buoyancy,
Yes.
right?
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I get like a little tugboat.
Right.
But a cruise ship?
With a million people?
How heavy do you think a cruise ship weighs? I have no idea, but
Tons.
Tons. How does that not just drop to the bottom of the ocean? But for real, how does that not just sink? That terrifies me. And I've been on a cruise ship and I was terrified, but I did it and it was great. But how does that
that's crazy.
stay afloat?
Or like same thing with an airplane. Like how does it not just
drop?
And I've been getting really good lately about being on an airplane and like not having anxiety about it because I used to have such bad anxiety on airplanes.
Yeah, flying can be stressful.
It can be a little scary, but like if you really do think about it, how does it not just drop?
I know. Because like
it's
the
not light.
aerodynamics, right? Like a bird is like flapping its wings to fly.
An airplane is not.
An airplane is not. I mean, it has like the propellers. Like I know like there is the science to it, obviously, but just in general, it still boggles my mind.
Me too. I think next we should do
what?
Like, are you smarter than a fifth grader?
Oh my
I think we would fail.
God. That would be
that's so bad.
I think we should because it would just be probably entertaining, but I probably would.
I
fail.
actually would be interested to see what I know because I don't think I would know anything.
Same. We're gonna do that.
Really don't. Yeah.
Stay tuned. We're gonna do that
next episode.
Okay.
What's
see.
next?
Oh God.
Oh.
On the topic, math. Anyone who knows me knows that it was not my specialty in school. Oh God.
The worst thing
is
for us,
the numbers,
especially if you're trying to like,
oh my God,
like pay for something together,
oh God,
and then like
breaking it
pay
down,
someone back, but then like owing them money. Like I just can't do it.
If you guys saw the conversations between Adriana and I in our phones, you would be like, you guys are idiots. Like the way we're talking, like so I owe you this, but then I got money back from that.
And you got refunded from this one.
But then there was a discount. And we literally are like, maybe we'll just call it, literally.
We'll just call it even.
Math is hard to me. Like, you ever see like the funny meme where it's like the woman looking and it's all the numbers like going, like that's how I feel like often. I could never do math. I could never do freaking math. It's hard.
It's actually weird because in high school, math was my favorite subject. And looking back at it now,
it's so hard.
I would never in my life want to go back and take a math class. And my cousin, actually, we were just talking about this. He was out in Montauk with us. He's an engineer. So all he studies is pretty much math, but it's with no numbers.
Don't tell me letters, because that's when it gets really ridiculous.
All of his math problems are with letters.
Then that's not math. Math is like numbers. Yeah, that's what always would get me frustrated. Like I'm not even gonna try to like
y
throw out an
equals
example.
mx plus b
or a and
is that what it is?
Y
equals mx plus
b.
You
can't seriously be asking me. Like I have no idea. I'm useless. If we're ever like I watch the show like MTV The Challenge, or like you may watch like different other reality shows, and there's always like a math equation part. I would be done.
Oh, fail.
I would just be
Immediate fail.
out immediately. I mean, I wouldn't stand a chance. If my life depended on it, I'd be dead. I'd be dead. But seriously, I can't do math. I never could. I never will. It's something that's always been a real struggle for me.
Going along with that one, calculators.
How
does a little thing that runs on batteries know more than we do with the brain?
1 plus and like not only like
I could tell you how to write boobs on the calculator.
Wow, you must have did so good. Yeah, that's cool. Oh my God, do you remember like what was like the PXT calculators or something that would like
The scientific ones?
yeah.
Yes.
And those were like I remember like I couldn't even write boobs on my calculator, let alone have it like answer a math equation for me. So I get like 1 + 1 or 2 - 1, but then there's all those other buttons on like the scientific calculators.
Oh my God, I don't remember what it's called, but the thing was
what the
like,
heck does that do?
It's like a check mark with like a really long
That's
thing. Division. Oh my God,
well,
guys,
that's like
this is embarrassing.
so that's like long division if you were writing it that way, which I don't. Again, like we have the age difference here,
Or
so
is that
when
like
you were
the
in school, you
square
might have been
of?
taught differently, like division than me. Like writing it down on the paper, it was like you did that, and then
You just kept going down and down and down.
but
and then you like
but I know what you're talking about. What was that?
the square root.
The square root. No, that wasn't the square root.
Are you sure?
P. No, what's like the pi? Pi equals 3.14.
159,265.
That's the rest of it?
A little bit of it.
Wow.
Thank you.
3.14 is pi.
3.1.
What's pi? Oh, the circumference of a circle? That's pi? I think
That's
so.
smart.
I think so. Circumference. Look at me knowing
And
like
diameter.
mathematical words. Diameter.
Do you know what that one is?
The diameter and the circumference are both to do with circles.
Yes.
One is measuring
circumference-
the whole outside
That's
of it.
the
The other one's
circumference.
measuring across.
That's the diameter.
I am so proud
Smart.
of myself right now for remembering that. And again, maybe, I don't know. Wow, I'm shocked. Are we sure that's
We're
correct?
so smart.
That could be totally wrong.
We're just like, yeah, that's you're so smart.
You go,
That's
girl.
what-
You're right. No, but yeah, math is hard.
Idiots.
Calculators. How the heck does a calculator work?
I don't know.
Literally. So there's some technical, software, if you will, in a calculator, I guess, to make it do that.
I mean, I would maybe
There's a little brain in the
understand it a
calculator.
little- That's crazy.
That's what I mean.
I would maybe understand it a little more like on a website because like the internet is like just an endless black hole, but like a calculator,
Yeah.
that's weird.
Whoever invented the calculator,
Good for you.
smart.
Kudos
Thank you. I use it
for people like
often
us.
on my
We're
phone. Yeah.
really gonna need it.
I
I think that was it. Was
yeah,
it?
that was our list. We had like a little list of things that we didn't understand. That was our list. So anyway, let's
Sorry if
switch
we're
gears.
stupid, guys, but like it's comical.
Yeah,
and I'm
listen.
sure there's a lot of you that don't
Yeah,
understand
Don't
that
act
stuff
like you
either,
don't.
so.
Yeah, because listen, we're being ourselves, and those are
Oh wait,
things
I
that-
thought of one more.
What?
Bluetooth.
Oh, Bluetooth. So like that's all like to do with like the software of cellular.
How does it go from my phone to outer space to your phone in the matter of milliseconds?
Satellites. I know it's like a satellite.
I know.
don't
It's
know.
like you know what?
There's-
Science.
Yeah, thank
The
God
answer
we
to
have
all
like,
these things is
seriously,
just science.
Thank God we have scientists, who do these things, who figure out these things for us.
And like take time to research.
We sure
these
aren't like
things.
curing anything right now because we are not the ones to call. But anyway,
Definitely not the ones to call.
all right, moving
Yeah,
on.
that was it,
That was our
but-
fun little list. Hope you enjoyed it. Let's get into
We're
Let's Get
idiots.
Real.
Yes, let's get
Our
real.
little segment.
We had a couple people write in. Thank you guys again for
Yes.
writing in. We
Yes.
really appreciate it.
Yeah.
They're funny. They're entertaining. They're deep.
Yeah.
And
We'll try to get to them as often
We
as
really
we can.
appreciate it, yeah.
I think we're going to touch on one right now.
Yes.
That someone sent in. Dating apps.
so dating apps. I saw this thing on TikTok and I can agree. They suck right now. Like they're, and I'm sorry to anyone who's on a dating app, but like
I'm sorry.
they're just
So
they're not
attractive.
good.
So, I am married, and when I wasn't married, like years ago, dating
Were
apps
they even a thing?
No, there was like Facebook and Instagram. I would like just started, and, like
Yeah.
MySpace, like I'm dating myself, but like there weren't dating, or there was like Match.com. I feel like Match.com has been around for like a really long time.
Yeah. I feel like that maybe was like the original.
Yeah, I think
kind
so.
of dating.
I think so. But yeah, no shade to anyone that's single today, but I'm happy that I'm not because it's tough to date. I would imagine like back in the day, like when I was in like my early 20s, like we went out to bars and like
You guys,
we would meet
I
people at
mean-
bars. Like,
Hold on, Sam.
God damn.
If it's not,
Why
it's
did that
every
happen?
time. It's every time.
All right, I'm
Hold
gonna
on,
keep talking.
Yeah, our
Yeah, guys, again, bear with us. I know like previous episodes, our light was like a little glitchy. Like we were trying to like find our groove. Okay, bear with us. But I think we've finally figured out like the good setting for this light. Anyway, yeah, dating apps were never really popular when I was single. I would meet people like in the bars or just like at parties or like out and about. Now, if I were to be single today, like who am I going to the bar with? I don't want to go to the bar. I mean, I don't know. I guess if I were single, maybe I'd want to go to the bar. But like it's just a different world like today than it was. So I feel like if you were single today, you're probably trying to find someone through a dating app, which is fine. That's just 2024.
Yeah, but honestly,
that's
I
life.
feel like I'm still trying to fix this, but I want to answer. I feel like even now, like people that like, yes, you don't want to go on a dating app, and I was so like anti-dating app for a while.
I did that on purpose. I wanted to see if you'd hear it. Sorry.
Is there ASMR segment?
Yeah. Okay. Dating apps. Go.
Like, I was so anti-dating app for such a long time, just because, like, you know, like you just said, you want to meet someone like in person, like kind of organically and like out at a bar, but like my generation, like I feel like if you meet anyone at a bar, like they're just looking to hook up, and like you don't want that.
Yeah,
like,
is that your husband? You're gonna meet your forever person like
at
the bar drunk
at like 1 a.m. You're just like hooking
maybe you
up
did.
like in the
But
no, if you did, congratulations.
yeah, I mean, I'm sure many people did back in the day. Like that's how you met people. That was how you met.
But like now, I think like my generation, like no one really, and sorry, men, but I think no boy is going to the bar thinking I'm meeting my future wife tonight. Like they're not. They're saying like, who can I hook up with tonight? Yeah. And like, you know, you don't really want that. But like, they're not great recently. Like, but they're just like, I don't know. It's so awkward.
Yeah.
It's like,
and I would imagine so, because I feel like, you know, like let's say Match or something, you kind of have to make like a bio about yourself. You're almost like selling yourself.
It's
like
exactly what
telling
it is.
telling the person that's seeking a relationship like all the good things about I like to do this, and like, you know, and that has to be tough. I feel like
it's just awkward.
It's not organic. Like it's not coming naturally.
I know a lot of like one of my friends is like on every single dating app because they're all very different, and like they all have their own little niche. But, and like, it's kind of funny. Like, some of them, like, one of the ones she was showing me, like, you can put in a voice memo. So, like.
Oh, so they can hear your voice? Yeah. Oh, that's cool. I actually like that. It's
kind of cool. But, and like, they're silly and like, you know, but like, it's just.
You could hear someone's voice and be like, swipe. I don't know what the swiping one is, but.
It's just like, it's awkward. Yeah. And like, they're not suitable. Yeah. People on there,
but I that's just what it is. I'm
not trying to be rude.
Yeah, and again, like, and I'm sure many people, and write us in actually if like this relates to you, if you've met your person on a dating app. That's an awesome story, and like there's no shame in that story to be like, oh, we met on a dating app. That's what it is. That's the world we live in today. Like that's just what it is. For me,
I know
that's
some
something
people
different.
That have met their now husbands with children on dating apps.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
like,
yeah.
Really,
that's what it is.
The luck of the draw, and like good for you. But you know. Personally, it's
but then one could argue, we're kind of saying along the lines of now like, oh, the dating apps suck, but then one could argue that maybe it's kind of doing the work for you. Like you're let's say you meet a guy in the bar like back in the day, and like whether you're drinking or not, like, you know, you're just going off based off like that initial interaction at the bar or wherever, and then you have to go and get to know them, and you go on a few dates and you have that conversation. Whereas if you're looking at like Match.com or like one of those dating websites, interest right here, he likes to kayak, not my style, or he's a camper, swipe, you know, like at least it does kind of break it down for you and almost doing the work for you as far as like finding someone that's compatible with you.
Yeah, no, I mean, I definitely agree with that. And I think that like, it's kind of like, not like build your own like person, but like kind of what you said, like you can find like your interests. But
so
like,
I think there are pros and cons.
Just like the awkward part is like if you were to meet someone in person, like the conversation you could easily tell it's either flowing or it's not. You either like have something in common or you don't. But like when you're on a dating app, it's like you're just like texting someone and like that's awkward. Yeah, you're just like, hey, how was your day? Like weird. Like it's weird.
Yeah, but I feel like that's just the world today. It's a different time.
And there are even dating apps for people that like are just looking for a hookup and like not even for a relationship.
For a hookup, for a relationship. There's dating apps for seniors, you know, like all the different, you know, genres of life. I
Right.
feel like there's a dating app for someone out there
Yeah.
for whatever you're looking for to kind of weed out the people that you won't be interested in.
It's there's pros and cons about it.
Yeah.
Like, and like I said, I know people that have met their husbands on it and they're very happy. And
Yeah.
I guess it depends on the person, depends on everything. But if you're not on a dating app and you're scared to do it, just do it.
Yeah,
like
try
it's
it.
really
Try
not
it.
gonna hurt.
Mm-hmm.
There's also one dating app that is like to meet friends, and I think that's so cute.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. I've heard of that.
like girls like hanging out and like trying to make plans with like other girls in there.
Yeah, I love that. I think that's amazing.
So cute.
Totally. I think because, once we're established in our adulthood now, it may be hard to, how do you meet friends? How do you meet a significant, right? People struggle
I
with
feel
that.
like it's almost easier
Everything's
to like
online.
go flirt with someone and meet a significant other than like go up to a girl
A
at the bar and
friend
be
that
like,
could be compatible. Yeah.
Like, I like your outfit. You want to be my friend? Like,
Right. No, I think that's great. I've heard of
Yeah.
that. I think that's great.
I
Listen,
think it's cute.
do what
I
you
think
need to
that's
do.
really cute.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you're not on a dating app and like you're struggling and like you have been out and like trying to find someone, like just do it. Like it's not gonna hurt. Like put yourself out there,
Mm-hmm.
and there's nothing that's bad that's gonna come of it.
Just be smart, obviously. Try to weed out
Yeah,
people
be
who
smart
seem
and
sketchy
safe
or
and-
whatever.
Yeah.
But I also think one thing real fast
Mm-hmm.
with the dating apps, I do believe certain ones have like you have to pay for them. Like they do
Yeah.
require membership, so you would automatically think whoever's paying for this is taking it seriously.
They're taking it seriously.
So
yes.
there's that. I think
Yeah.
that's a good thing. If you're looking for a significant other and you're willing to pay $20 a month or whatever it is, like
that's a little crazy.
I mean, I don't know,
That's a little,
but that's that.
but yeah, then you're serious about it. And
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think we're gonna wrap.
Yeah,
up.
that was a fun episode. We were
That
all
was a
over the
really
place
fun
again,
episode.
but per usual, that's our style.
Yeah. Sorry if we're a little stupid, but
Da-da-da. Listen, like I said, we are keeping it real. This
We
is
are.
us.
let's get real. Honestly, I don't know the answer to any of those
Yeah, honestly,
things
I
that
don't
we
know.
don't understand. But
Thanks for watching.
thank you guys
listening.
for watching.
We'll
If you
see
guys have anything that you don't understand,
yeah, please
put it in the comments or
We'll bring it up.
DM us.
And this
because-
might be an ongoing conversation still. We're gonna put a pin in this.
yeah,
There's
of course.
because there
There
will
are
be
more
other things that
we don't understand.
we don't understand a lot. So we'll probably bring this up again. But anyway, thank you so much, and we'll see you next time.
Bye. Can you hear me good?
Yeah, can you hear me good?
I can.
Oh, this is good.
Oh. Okay, ready? I'm gonna clap and then we're gonna
Okay,
get started. Fuck.
Give me a towel, Adrian.
Holy
The
fuck.
wires. My pink drink. Fuck, I'm so
Holy
sorry. And my prosecco.
Oh my goodness, Samantha.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
I mean, I don't care. Like,
kill me,
it's-
Helen. I'm thinking about my
your
poor pink drink.
pink drink
Ugh,
that's on the
what a
floor.
sin.
That is really sad.
It was full,
It was-
Adriana.
you had like 2 sips.